Yeah. Get off the damn thing, man. Hey, what it do? Taco Tuesday, we back in the building. Shout out to the old ladies for giving us some home with the intro. Get out the building, man. Yeah. Taco Tuesday, we back in effect. Your man, Step Lover. Taco Tuesday. Can Dan, Don Gotti Nash.
What's up?
We back. Let me sit in full effect. And the ladies give us an intro and bring us in the day. What a beautiful Taco Tuesday we have, ladies and gentlemen. Thank y'all for tuning in.
Beautiful morning.
Yes, indeed.
Yo,
This is for the ladies.
Here.
Extra sleazy.
Give us something, Steph.
Y'all want to know something?
Give us something.
Give us something.
Yeah.
Okay. Hey. They want a little something for free? They call Love Me. Who? That who I be. That B to the I to the lucky and G. You see me live on the microphone like I'm PAC. Without a degree. Straight peppin', that's who I be. I don't give a fuck what you talking about. How you talking? What you want to do? Straight walking. That's it. That's all I'm giving you. That's it.
Yeah. Once again, just for 10 cents a day.
10 cents a day.
We can keep Steps 3,000 and we can feed a small village in Africa. For just 10 cents a day. And Steps gonna keep dropping those Taco Tuesday freestyles until we get that 10 cents.
10 cents
feed that one child in a small village in Africa. Thanks for joining in the Taco Tuesdays. This is another little summary show. You know, we always give you the we always kind of give you the highlights on PYO Fuck Your Opinion Fridays. This is we always check in what you do the week so you can fill us out. We can talk about some shit that we feel like people should hear about. Today on Taco Tuesday
Studio, we
got 2 conversations that we gonna just run past you right quick. Like I said, we got. Oh man, see, Steph, that's what happens. See,
kids make me mad. They make me drink, dog.
See,
make me drink. Yeah. Try to be nice to little badass kids, man.
Here on Taco Tuesday, we like to make it. I'm always making disclaimers.
Get off
We love the kids.
My daughters are my granddaughters.
Stepkids too. I'm
baby mixed kids.
Those are all lineage and steps. So you can see from how he
kid ass.
We kind of see how Step was as a kid. That lets you know that this is what you're dealing with, ladies. You see what kind of
Yep, I beat him too. I'm just kidding. Don't call CPS.
Don't call CPS. Now we're talking. We love the kids.
We know y'all some snitches. He beats children.
He's a no. That's why we had to keep this. We want everybody to know that.
Did you hear him, Adam? He said he beat them babies.
He beat. Well, I mean, sometimes you got to.
I don't beat the babies.
Sometimes you got to.
I beat their mamas.
No, damn. That's
no, I'm just kidding. Not like daddy.
Yeah, but sometimes you got to. What they say? Spare the rod. Spoil the children. You spare the rod, you spoil the children. Sometimes the kids got.
Well, I believe in discipline. Don't get it twisted. Yeah. I'm about to start holding classes here in the Fuck Your Opinion studio. Where if you don't know how to spank a child, come on down.
Is it gonna be on Taco Tuesday?
No, we're not gonna show whole footage. We ain't trying to get shut the fuck down.
Oh, this is all behind. Well, this is behind the scenes. We're not having this conversation.
Yeah,
we're not having this conversation.
Yeah, behind
this never happened.
If I was some people black, some people don't know how to spank some people don't know how to spank their children.
That's all.
We don't want them to spank their kids and hurt them.
No,
you gotta instill the fear of God in them.
I thought that was the point of spanking.
No, you don't spank them to hurt them, nigga. You spank them to discipline them to fuck them up, but without fucking them up.
I want to. Hey, he did say fucking them up.
Hey, I fuck them up when I get I used to.
Hey, disclaimer for white folks. Listen,
we're just kidding.
Listen, I'm not saying it's not white folks that don't fuck their kids up. When you hear black people,
my mama was white. She fucked nigga up. Shit,
when you hear people of color say, "I'm gonna fuck my kids up," it sounds harsh.
Would y'all like a beer?
No.
Well, fuck y'all.
This is by who's this?
No, I'm giving out my shout out.
Dude Claw.
Hey man, look here, I gotta get my
Don't they have a
Most of
restaurant?
them. Yeah, they do.
Shout out to Duclaw for making beer that's giving my homeboy Step the Lover some powerful gas.
Yeah,
but,
that was pretty bad.
Huh?
That was bad.
I mean, it's okay, Steph.
Yeah, I'm sorry.
Thanks for sharing.
I'm really sorry.
Taco Tuesday, we're going to kick it off. We're talking about Eric Berrier, a rapper by the name of, I mean, not a rapper, but if you ever heard of Rakim and EricB, his real name is Eric Berrier.
I didn't know that.
You didn't know that? Right.
All I know is EricB.
And him and Rakim ain't on real good terms right now.
Really?
No, they good now, man.
They good
They
now?
good. They
I mean,
Patched
last
up,
time I
I
heard,
didn't know they was beefing.
Yeah,
they
had the riff, but nah, they good. They
Hey, shout out to Duclaw, EricB.
EricB, Duclaw.
Funk, blueberry, citrus, sweet. I need that check, baby. Let's get it.
Blueberry citrus sweet.
Yeah, baby. Refreshing.
Blueberry.
Very refreshing.
Okay. Blueberry citrus sweet.
That jump.
I don't even
Funk.
I mean, what happened to like Steel Reserve?
Mm-mm.
To the Steel. Shout out to Blue Bull Schlitz.
No.
Now we got, my
You trying to
homeboy,
get some cheap
my
endorsements.
IPA buddies over here.
Yeah,
You know, my wife, she drinks the IPAs. The flying bitch.
Your wife do?
Yeah, she loves
She
it.
a gangster then.
She'll come over there and be like, oh, let me try the
Yeah, she a gangster.
blueberry citrus sweet.
Yeah, I'm like that. I say I don't like I like different kind of beer.
I got you. You like blueberry citrus.
Blueberry, strawberry.
It all tastes like shit to me. But anyway, EricB, he was
And if you don't know who he is, goddamn, he's
from
one of the
EricB
greatest
and
lyricists
Rakim.
ever in the motherfucking
Look up
history
EricB
of rap.
and Rakim. He was the DJ. My
Thinking
DJ
of a
has been
master
tripping,
plan.
yo.
Cause ain't nothing but sweat inside my hand.
He was the guy that never said shit. He is was facing court cases, some serious charges from a case he caught 17 years ago with a fleeing charge, somewhere I think in the state of New York. And while he was crossing the barrier, crossing the whatever lines from the United States and Canada, they picked him up on it. They picked him up on that warrant from 17 years ago, and he was arrested.
You think there's anybody out there that's watching this that might not know who the fuck they are?
EricB and Rakim. If you had to hear, what's that? Doom, 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 doom. If you had to hear about, listen,
not necessarily, man.
Really?
That shit is kind of.
That's one of the most famous songs they had. I'm thinking of a master
but
plan.
the newer generation wouldn't have heard them.
You serious?
Yeah, the newer generation probably not.
I mean, yeah, if you're probably 20 years old, you're like, who the fuck is EricB? But
because they actually my old school, so
yeah, they were a little bit old school for us. I mean,
Yeah.
they were new school.
They like-
kinda
yeah, they like-
old school to us.
yeah, they're like our rappers' favorites.
Yeah,
You know what I'm saying?
there are favorites, and here we go right here. This is
listen,
EricB
you've had
and
to hear it.
Rakim.
But listen, you've had to hear this song
Can you hit the volume button real
at
quick?
some point in time. If you haven't, look up EricB and Rakim, yo. Check this out.
Oh,
And they're gonna be like, who the fuck used to listen to this? This ain't trap
Keep
music.
going. Keep going.
Pump up the volume.
Pump up the volume.
Yes, we did have, I know somebody gonna be like, yo, y'all talk about us having some wild ass shit in our videos. Didn't y'all just have an old up muscle bound nigga flexing in your video? I mean, yeah, I guess we can't really say shit about Young Thug anymore wearing dresses. Because we
Shit,
have
you a damn right.
an old up nigga flexing his muscles. I don't know what that was about.
Watch him kick though. Watch him break it down.
I mean, this
One of the greatest flows ever.
Yeah, Rakim, I'm sorry. Rakim has always been known as one of the greatest lyricists in hip hop. That's
There
EricB.
ain't nothing but sweat inside my hand.
That's EricB. That's Rakim. God, I can't get my names right. I'm going to get crucified in hip hop circles. That is the God Rakim. Okay, the guy right here. Wait a minute. This guy right here. This guy right here. Okay, that is EricB. EricB is currently on the show Blue Bloods. If you can't check it out, I think it's on Channel 9. It's a television show about cops, and I think it's in Chicago. But this is the hip hop that we grew up on. This guy right here, Rakim, one of the
And
greatest.
some say
that's
he's one of the
EricB.
greatest
Okay.
lyricists ever.
One of the greatest. I mean, lyrically, poetry,
Lyrically, one of the greatest ever. to do
poetic,
it
without cursing.
without cursing.
Back-to-back lines. He would actually give you verses of things that actually made you think about what he said. It wasn't about how, and he was gangster.
And if you are a rapper coming up in the game and you do not know who EricB and Rakim is the rapper, you don't know who they are, we put you on to something. Check them out. Get your shit together.
Check them out. These are the guys who influence guys like Nas. These are the guys that are influencing the guys that you listen to nowadays. These guys are the guys that gave them the
Well, he changed the how they used to do that old school rapping, you know, hey, yo.
Yeah, he did. He made melody. He made poetry. He was one of the first guys to put pen to paper on poetry. It wasn't about MCing as far as...
Like, motherfuckers had to step their game up.
Right. After him, people realized that they actually
and
had
they did step their game up, too. Because, I mean, people coming up, Kumo D, Young LL. I mean, these guys was trailblazers.
Kumo D was before him.
Huh?
Who?
Kumo D was before Rakim.
You out of your damn mind.
Treacherous 3, dude.
Cut it off.
Yeah. He was.
But he wasn't Kumo D though.
Yeah.
I mean, no, but he was the one rapping like
but his style is not like his shit was
the God Rakim actually put pen to paper on a whole different level. He actually made songs that were of complex rhyming patterns, and you know what I'm saying. We just know, if you don't look the shit up, check him out. Anyway, his partner, the silent guy that never said shit, EricB ended up spending his 56th birthday in a prison in Canada, or a Canadian border between, I think it's New York City and Canada, for evading in 2002. So it was a 17-year charge. They picked him up on a warrant, locked him up, and they didn't want to let him go. It was an issue where they really had to, because it was pressure from the, he was pressured, excuse me, by the execs for the television, for Blue Bloods, in which he's on. He was pressured by them to say, look, if he can't return to work, then he may lose his job. He might lose everything that he's worked for so far. So they tried to put some things together to kind of get the guy out. His former lawyer, Paul Berggren, was convicted of murder, cocaine trafficking, racketeering, and other crimes. Damn. Separate from EricB. Now, while he is the lawyer for EricB during his time, fighting this charge, his lawyer gets picked up for basically being on some Al Capone shit. Because for your lawyer to catch a convicted murder, cocaine trafficking, racketeering, that really makes your case look pretty shitty. Even it makes it look small to me because you only evaded the traffic signal. But at the same time, when a judge pulls you in and say, Don, we're going to have to change lawyers and venues, and you're going to say, what happened? Well, your lawyer got picked up for murder, racketeering, and cocaine trafficking. At that point, do you go, oh shit, the show was over? Or,
Yeah.
I mean, after that part, I guess it wasn't his problem anymore. But anyway, he got a new legal team. He's picked up in Vermont. But he got a new legal team. They got him out. They managed to, do whatever they could do to pull his ass out of the situation. But it was just wild. I mean, we all know how the law and everything works. It just seems like a guy to be picked up for a charge. Well, I mean, if it's evading, I guess, whatever the fuck it is. But, I mean, you can find the guy. It's weird that, you're getting a charge for evading to a guy that's on a primetime network television show. You can't never turn the TV on and be like, oh shit, there you go right there. I mean, his name is in the credits. Well, I mean, if you don't know, I would think most 40-year-old white Jewish guys knew who the fuck EricB was. I mean, they listen to Public Enemy and Rakim. I'm sure somebody at the station was like, yo, that's fucking EricB. Somebody somewhere said, yo, don't think I have a warrant in Vermont? Or maybe,
Yeah, they might not know who he was, though.
Nobody knows who
They probably didn't give a fuck who he was in Vermont.
Yeah, I guess so.
So the fuck they give a fuck about EricB in Vermont? They don't give a fuck about him.
He had to be like a Mitt Romney.
Motherfucking Jay-Z.
Just in Vermont, Jay-Z going down. You got to be like Mitt Romney or
Donald Trump.
Get Donald Trump. There you go. That's his territory. Donald. So that lets you know.
Could you imagine?
There's gangsters everywhere.
Hey, I mean, you don't know who I am, officer? Who are you, sir? I'm
EricB.
EricB.
Remember in the place. Oh, could you just? Would you just say?
Like, sir, put your fucking hands up.
He never stopped. I guess he was in the Land Rover.
He'd be just like one of these niggas, one of my niggas right here.
At
the bottom, not the guys at the top, at the bottom.
Oh my God.
Yeah, he look just like one of these dudes. America don't play that shit. Vermont.
Yeah, that look like some Vermont shit. So he probably did himself a favor by never stopping for that traffic. That traffic citation was a good thing that he decided to go ahead and evade that because 17 years later he's getting off. Anyway, it's some stupid shit. Glad he beat it. Glad he's out of there. Let the man, he's 56 years old. He had to spend his fucking birthday in prison. Let him continue to live his life. And Vermont, get over that bullshit.
Yeah, fuck your opinion, Vermont.
Yeah.
Fuck your opinion.
And then for Taco Tuesdays, stuff that shit up some. Stuff. That's what we get. Taco Tuesdays, we're going to go with stuff that shit. Hey, Vermont, stuff that shit. We're going to move on. Something that we hold near and dear to our hearts as sports fans. The NFL, it's in its 100th year anniversary. So they came up with a list. Let me just look a few things up. They came up with a list of top all-time running backs.
Running backs, for those who do not know what the hell that means, it means guys that runs the fucking football.
For any ladies or men, because you meet men that
herbs,
be like,
though there's a lot of herbs that have
men
no
that be
idea
like,
what a running back.
Right.
What does a running back do?
I don't watch football. You know the weirdest thing for me, the guy to say, I don't watch football.
My stepfather used to tell me all the time, Danny Nash, I don't watch no game. I watch a bunch of men play football.
This is weird. Because I think my brother doesn't watch football, like, for real. I've just never really thought of that. It to me is odd.
Did you notice that though? Dad never watched no sports. He would be like, I ain't watching no men play football or basketball. Yeah, he's like, nigga, you a hater.
Yeah, he fuck it up for you, saying some shit like that.
That's all. Nigga, it's a team sport, though. That's some cool shit, man.
Right. Shit. I never understood a guy that didn't watch football.
But he'll fuck up a King Cobra.
He'll fuck up a King Cobra?
Yeah, that's a beer down south, boy. Them things will fuck you.
I know them King Cobras. Boy, with the blue bull. That was one of the fun fucking...
King Cobra.
Was it the gray and black can?
That motherfucking venom get you, boy.
Was it the black can?
Me and Melvin McCravey. Rest in peace, Melvin McCravey. King Cobra. Casing them bitches. Put the venom in a nigga.
Damn.
Case
of King Cobra?
32 ounce.
You sleep.
Woo. Nigga felt like I had the motherfucking...
Felt like you fought about 4 motherfuckers.
I had that Ebola.
You had the Ebola?
After drinking all them motherfuckers, yeah, man.
Let's, anyway, I don't know how the fuck I got so much sidetracked. Can't talk about sometimes. But anyway, NFL's celebrating its 100th year by naming some of its all-time running backs. Now, for me, I don't see any specific order because they all had great talents and attributes. But, we're going to go through a quick list of some and give you what the fuck we think about it. If you don't like it, and take your fucking opinion and stuff because it's Taco Tuesday. Number 1 on everybody's list, well, it's a split. Jim Brown, who basically is one of the baddest motherfuckers ever touch a football field, and was an actor and an activist for, And
he was a man among boys. Man.
He was a fucking animal.
Yeah, but this is my thing with Jim Brown, okay?
Except for that,
because they say the same shit about Will.
They do.
And I think I put him in that same category.
Yeah, but we talking about 2 different sports, bro.
Jim Brown was running over niggas that was fucking little teeny white guys.
I'm saying he was a bully, man.
But he was doing it at a time where they didn't even think a black man was capable of doing it.
Man, they seen that big nigga and they was like, yo, we not fucking with this.
No, listen, he played field hockey. That was his sport.
Lacrosse,
yeah. He played field hockey and
great sport.
The story was the guys came to him. They seen him, the trainers for the Syracuse team. seen him and said, "Hey, you want to come play football?" And he really didn't follow it because he, like you said, he played field hockey. But they told him, you can come in, you can, I guess, hit white guys and run over them and basically drag them through the dirt. And we talking about the 60s. Oh, actually the 50s. And he said, hell yeah. So Jim Brown, he became one of the best running backs. It doesn't matter. I mean, a running back is a position where you're constantly taking a pounding, and I'm sure they did him all kinds of dirty.
Oh, hell yeah.
In the night. I mean, he probably was getting hit with the classic roller quarters in the shorts. They probably was elbowing him and fucking cheap shotting him all as much as they can. So for him to put up the numbers he put up.
Jim Brown, and I treasure that very much, but I treasure the words even more.
Steph, next time, just please give me a warning.
My friend, over 25 years, you have remained a man, and a man of a...
That reminded me when you in high school and the teacher tell you they're going to put that fucking... well, I don't know if they still do it in kids, but they used to have the TV on the cart and they rolled it in front of the class.
Yeah.
And every time they cut it on, the video was loud as fuck, no matter when was the last time you watched the video, but it seemed like the TV was always loud as shit. When
just look at it. We can look at it through the screen in front of us.
This is live footage of John.
It's not live.
I mean, not live. I'm sorry.
That was like 100 years ago.
Yo, this
just watch him though. Look how you running these little dudes over.
Yeah, that's
Do you think that he would have ran like this in today's NFL?
Hell yeah.
Fuck no, man.
No.
I don't think so.
No.
I think if you would put him 10, 15 years later, I don't think he
Lawrence Taylor era.
Man, Jim
era.
Brown was one of the most toughest, durable.
To me, Jim Brown looked like John Riggins in that era.
Jim Brown was If you put him in today's game, the type of ability he had, speed, the strength. Jim Brown was
he
still
really doesn't look that
fast.
Don't look that fast.
Do you see the white guys he's running against?
So now you're going to blame him on the white
No, I'm just saying, look.
I think he got the same.
it.
The same shit they say about Wilt is the same shit I say about him.
Look at this shit. Look at that little white guy. Get off me.
Yeah, come on, man.
Look at the white dudes, man.
Come on, man. Come on.
Listen, he was a beast. I'm not saying he wasn't. What I want to know is, would he be able to run like that against Ray Lewis? The eras of football that I think was.
Yeah.
You think so?
Because you still got running backs that did it.
I wonder if they ever asked Jim Brown that.
So you got LaDainian Tomlinson. You had a lot of guys that.
Do you know what LaDainian Tomlinson would have did back in them days? He would have ran with 32,000 yards in like 3 seasons.
Bro,
look at him. Look
at these guys.
Dude, come on, man.
Bro.
These guys didn't even have full face masks.
Listen,
they brainwashed them top five, man.
This is the one thing I want you to understand. He did this at a time where it was a lot of other running backs that wasn't doing what he was doing. You can't discredit somebody for being the greatest at his time.
All I say, no
I'm not going to say
Jim Brown.
He was just surrounded by a bunch of white
no
guys.
disrespect to Jim Brown, but I'm just saying this list that we have from the NFL of top, how many running backs that we have right here?
Right now?
We got about 10, 15?
There's
a guy on here named Dutch Clark.
And Dutch Clark was amazing. He was white. He was white.
In this era, probably?
No, I think he's before James.
Dutch Clark wouldn't even have fucking started in our era.
Yeah, he was in the 30s.
I mean, look how cool this dude was. This dude was a movie star. He gave up football. He said, football was probably born to that dude.
What I'm saying is, Jim Brown. Oh yeah, that's because he was just a bad motherfucker. Jim Brown was iconic sports. But like I said, as far as the NFL, Jim Brown gets my vote, bro.
For what?
For being one of the greatest running backs.
We will not debate one of the greatest.
Well, no, I'm not saying the.
But not the greatest.
But he's one of the greatest running backs.
Because the argument that we will always have is what era of football?
Will Chamberlain. I'm just going
to... Will Chamberlain.
I'm always saying...
It's 2 different games.
But listen, hold up.
No, but they will get...
I don't want to hear that shit.
If
you talk about football, which is a full contact sport, versus basketball...
But they do...
This is the comparison we're about to use. If you take Andrew Bynum, which was a decent center while he was healthy for the Lakers, right? Andrew Bynum, and you flip-flop him and Wilt in errors. Andrew Bynum would have scored 100 points against the motherfuckers.
Hell no.
Why wouldn't he have?
Hell no. He even had the same skill set. Bro,
he was
this is what I tell anybody. Listen, this is what I'm telling anybody. Skill set is still skill set.
I'm not
because you got people that's in the NBA right now that's 7
Bynum's skill set is the same as Wilt. What I'm saying is, the centers that checked Wilt, dog, they weren't 7-footers.
I understand what you're saying.
And it wasn't.
But we also have people in the NBA right now that are 6'10", 6'9", that still play power forward positions, and you don't have everybody that's 7 feet just scoring on them. Listen, all I'm saying is, can we move forward in the list? What I'm saying is, Jim Brown, for the time in which he did what he did, that was what he did in his time. I'm not going to put him here. I'm not going to put him in this era. 20 years, 30 years.
That would be my only debate with him being the number one spot. That's all.
All right. Well, then next we got Walter Payton.
That's to me is number one. He's number
Walter Payton.
Yeah.
I mean, his skill level.
Because you imagine if Walter Payton had been running against some guys Jim Brown was?
Oh, God.
Good God.
Listen, Jim Brown still would have done the exact same.
Jim Brown made them look bad under a brute, forceful running style. Walter Payton gave you the brute, forceful, speed, finesse, all wrapped up in one. Of course, yeah.
Listen, I'm not saying
that's all I'm
against
saying.
him. What I'm saying is,
I'm not taking away from Jim Brown. I'm saying
right.
A lot of people when you throw out the top 3, top 5 running backs, Jim Brown usually is in the top 3 or 4, right?
Right.
I kind of find it hard to do that because, as great as Jim Brown was, I would never take away from his legacy because he was a monster. But the era that he played in, to me, takes away a bit of, because I mean the top 3 running backs. I mean you got Barry Sanders,
but to me,
you got Walter Payton, and unfortunately,
I would say
Emmitt Smith.
Jim Brown ran in the league with the same other people. He just made them look bad. But it wasn't like he was the only person on the field. It was still, I don't know, I can't really say it was 32 teams back then.
No,
but the skill set that he had, no one had. And so to say, well, that takes away because he was running against guys then, it don't matter. He was the best at his time.
It does.
It does not.
It takes away.
It doesn't. It doesn't. Because first of all, you got to say it was a lot of guys that played football at the time he played.
None of them guys you're saying are the greatest of anything.
Because they didn't have the type of, they didn't have the yards.
So you saying that they are? I mean, if some of them guys are the greatest, then yeah, you can make that comparison. But
before his time, no one put up the numbers.
All right, wait, but let's get the list on. Let's get the list popping. Come on.
Right. Okay. Walter Payton.
Okay.
Earl Campbell.
Definitely.
Okay. They got Earl Dutch Clark.
I don't even know who that is. I want to look him up. I got to look him up. Earl Dutch Clark.
He scored 354 points on 42 touchdowns, 72 points after touchdowns, and 10 field goals.
I think Earl Campbell might be your Jim Brown. With tougher competition.
Oh man, Earl.
Campbell is definitely official. But I don't hear nothing about Jim Brown. Listen, you're not going to say that shit because everybody always say that about everybody.
Dutch Clark ain't even got a fucking picture. Like,
bro, this dude was running in 19.
Was 130 years old, dog.
Yo, he was the actual runner in 1931.
Damn, this nigga
32, old, 33, 38.
Yeah, we're gonna just take him off the list right now.
I mean, this is the NFL, so this is my picks of sports analysts. We just saying what the fuck we say.
Hey, they saying that shit too.
I mean, you know,
this shit is
I mean, they didn't
have
color.
They
didn't even have color back then.
We talking about Jack Johnson. That's when you had a black heavyweight champion.
They didn't even have color. Like when you went outside, it was black and white.
I mean, hey, Dutch was he was white running against white guys. So
the Portsmouth Spartan gather on the sideline.
Hey,
we're just gonna take
what I'm saying
top
is this:
5 right now.
Why he played against guys that was skilled, that he had the same skill set. He wasn't black; he was white. And
if he played into today's game, he wouldn't.
Stop saying today's game, Step. You cannot put.
Yes, you can, man.
You can.
How?
You can say whatever you want, man.
Yeah, you can.
This is your opinion.
Your opinion is to say everybody.
Who else is on the list?
I'm not saying no more list. Fuck the list, because every time I say somebody, we gonna hear.
No,
if he was playing today,
no, because
I don't keep hearing about somebody playing today.
Who was that? Gail Sayers?
No, Eric Dickerson.
What the hell are you looking at, man?
I'm looking at the list right here. Oh no, this one says Gail
Sayers. Amazing running back. Unfucking believable. O.J. Simpson, amazing fucking
So
running
all
back.
of these guys that you saying that are amazing, they would do the same thing right now?
Hell yeah. Fuck yeah.
They might not. How you
no,
know
they
that?
wouldn't.
Yeah.
Because
you don't
they
know.
would.
No, man, you don't know. You don't know because
Gail
they wasn't
Sayers,
playing against
O.J. Simpson.
They wasn't playing against the same linebackers with speed that the guys play now.
Yes, they were.
They was not even the linebackers saying that. Step. Even the NFL people who
Hey,
played in
homie,
the
the
NFL say
linebackers
that.
today are not better than the linebackers.
I know.
Listen, no.
Speed and because they played a different game, but the speed.
Eric Dickerson.
Yes, the
Walter
way the guys
Payton,
got them.
they would play great in any
Listen,
era.
that's your opinion, Steps. Let's move on because you ain't.
Am I right, Don?
Yeah.
Yes. Okay, let's go.
Okay.
Barry Sanders.
I don't want to hear none of that shit.
The people you
said.
put on top, they got to me.
listen,
They got to play in every
listen.
era. I can't.
None of them playing every era. That's why they
No. You have to
listen.
You have to translate.
I don't want to talk about what if. If was the fifth, we all be fucked up.
You would have to translate.
What I'm saying is some of the names.
I don't want to hear about that every era.
This is not what you did.
You taking somebody who played sports in 1950s and putting them in the sports in the 1980s.
That was 30s.
Hey, they have to translate.
No, I'm talking what's the
What
name?
I'm telling you is the list that you're reading. All I'm saying is
So-
some of them guys shouldn't be in the top bracket. That's all.
So if what you saying, they shouldn't even put everybody on the same list then. So from what you saying,
What they're saying from in the era. And their era, this is what made them the greatest.
NFL, you are high off of nigger pie, crack, boat, all that.
Marshall Faulk.
because for you to say they better than a current running back, and not putting the current running back on there, you basically
No, but
saying they are better.
listen. No, this wasn't a list of who is this. These are people that they put on the list as 100. It wasn't from whoever closest at the list to the bottom. It was just a list of 100
this
running
list
backs.
is not in order.
No,
It's not. No, it's not. But it's the best. It's their best 12. So you can. I mean,
this best 12 has Emmitt Smith, Barry Sanders,
That's their
Eric
best 12.
Dickerson. Yeah, but what I'm reading from is just them naming the
they're not.
running back.
They ain't ranking them, but
Right.
but it's saying it's their best 12.
Yeah, but the best 12 cannot have
I don't.
Steve Van Buren, Dutch Clark in it. Not the top
Listen,
12.
that's on you.
I mean, I'm a football
If you
fan.
talking about during their time, you don't. That's like you saying what nigga gonna be, what somebody gonna look like in the year 2050 running the ball. You don't know. You can't predict how somebody gonna look.
It's sports talk, man. That's what you do, man.
Yeah, people do that all the time.
You put people in errors, man. You compare people to
Yes.
Yeah, that's just retarded. That's retarded because you
What
can't.
is one of the
give it-
greatest? One of the greatest comparisons people do. They say, "What if Mike Tyson fought Muhammad Ali?"
Yeah, you. That's what you,
You
do,
have
man.
to do that.
You
That's
do it.
part of
Yeah.
history.
You gonna
Part
say
of boxing.
you gonna say if Mayweather better than Sugar Ray?
Yeah.
You gonna do that.
But you never know.
No, you
they
don't.
never played it.
Of
So you
course,
just wouldn't waste a bunch of
Of
money.
course.
But you can look at what they
listen,
did.
Listen, this is what I want to put. If you look at what they did, it was during that time period. That's what you have to say. This is what this person did at that time.
Well, listen, at their time period, right?
But you're going to compare
At their time period, if you took any of them dudes that we're talking about and you put them in today's era,
Stop saying
or-
today's
But
era.
you're
that's what we do.
you're going to do
That's
that.
what we
Everybody
do.
does that, man. Come on, man. You act like you don't do that.
Yeah, that's what we do.
Listen, what I'm saying is I don't compare any. This is because when people say, "Well, if you put Kareem
Well,
here,
you might not
or you
do it.
put
I
here."
do.
Everybody does that, though, man.
Yeah.
Mostly everybody
Listen,
does that. That's
listen,
sports talk, man.
Don't
It's
include
sports.
me in the era
Hey,
of what you want to put me in.
you did it today.
What I do with
Mike
the-
Tyson. We had a Mike Tyson thing, and you said something about Mike Tyson beating the older. I mean, well, matter of fact, they probably.
No, I didn't say that.
They probably
He said Mike Tyson was
I said he fought bums.
Yeah, that's what Steph said. He fought
fought a
bums.
lot of
And I
bums.
was naming the people. I was going to actually name the people
I don't
of
give a
his
fuck
era that he fought.
when Mike Tyson went off his rocker or whatever, nigga. If he'd have fought better fighters, stronger, he'd have got his ass.
But the guys he fought
wasn't a
were
boxer.
Hey,
top
and
contenders.
when I'm saying prime Tyson, I'm saying any era. I'm saying prime
I'm
Tyson
saying
against
is
anybody.
him
So
playing-
that's always a topic of discussion.
That's what. Well, I mean, that's what.
And it is what makes stuff interesting.
That's
What
what
I'm
makes
saying
sports-
is,
Yeah,
if you
rich.
want to talk about Tyson versus what's the name or whatever, but what I'm saying, if you say Tyson fought bums at the time, I'm going to say he fought the best contenders
And he fought those
in
who were
his
there
era.
at his
his era, and he
But
dominated
they're-
because you know what? It was other guys that were there at the
But
same
there was-
time.
Yeah,
that didn't have the same impact.
but hey, Larry Holmes was the champion for like 5-6 years.
Yeah.
He didn't fight real good competition, so he
No, he
don't,
didn't.
and nobody puts him in the.
But also, people don't realize this.
But
There was Lennox Lewis, Holyfield. They were trying to fight Tyson back in the days. They didn't take the fights. Tyson didn't take them fights. He did not take
Evander
them
Holyfield. No, that's not true, bro.
He did not
When
take
Mike
all
Tyson
fights.
became the heavyweight champion at 18, Evander Holyfield
Yeah, he did.
in front of
Yeah,
Lennox Lewis wasn't even.
Yeah, they didn't come until he got
They
locked
were-
up.
Right.
What do
That
you
shit
mean?
was.
I mean, they didn't get, like, they
No,
didn't
I'm
get-
about to say because Lennox Lewis spanked them when they were young.
They was going to fight before Tyson got locked up.
I know, and
it didn't
Lennox
happen.
Lewis would have spanked them.
Nah,
He spanked them already. What are you talking about? He spanked them when they were younger. They were 15 years old.
How many amateurs did beat somebody when they was an amateur and then got fucked up by that same person when they was a
It
pro?
happens
That
a
shit
lot.
happens. Yeah,
But,
so
I mean,
that-
it also goes like this. I fucked you up once, I will fuck you up again. It just, you couldn't beat me then, you won't beat me now. That's how life works.
I've seen that though. The table.
I don't care. Listen, I feel very strong about this. I respect Tyson. I love him. Tyson's style, his size, Lennox Lewis style, his size. No matter when they would have fought, he would have got jabbed to death.
He wasn't fucking with him when he was moving like this. But that motherfucker was like, hey,
I don't give a damn when they would have fought. He would have beat Tyson ass.
Nah, he wouldn't have beat him at a certain time.
There's nothing in Tyson's.
So why did Oliver McCall knock him out then? Knocked them clean the fuck out.
Lennox Lewis?
Yeah, knocked them clean the fuck out. Remember that shit?
When he was like 50, right?
Nah, hell no, he was young. Lennox Lewis, Oliver McCall knocked his ass out.
Didn't lose a fight until he was older.
No. He was younger. This is when he had the short dreads. This was early, dude. Oliver McCall. Remember the dude that was on drugs when he came to the ring?
Remember? I remember Lennox Lewis losing when he was in his later stages of career.
That was early.
I'm just saying.
Dude, this was early.
What I'm saying is, though, this is what I'm saying. Tyson fought. I remember I was watching an old fight Tyson did, and was it some bum, Mitch. Old Mitch with the fucking
Mitch Green.
Mitch Green.
No, but that
was a horrible fucking
but
fight.
Everybody has those fights.
And you're right. You're entitled to have one of them fights.
But I'm saying when he fought like Frank
Mitch
Bruno,
Green. Could you imagine Mitch Green fighting Holyfield and Lennox Lewis back? They would have knocked that nigga the fuck out,
dude.
Yeah, 97. Listen,
they fought in 97. Oliver McCall knocked him out in 97. This wasn't an old Lewis. Now the other dude that fucked him up was Rockman. Remember Rockman knocked and then he did beat him. He did get his revenge, but Lewis' chin wasn't all that. Tyson would have got him. I think Tyson. I'm just saying a younger Tyson.
I mean, Tyson's chin wasn't all that.
Shit. Nah, he took some blows.
No, he fought some really horrible boxers.
He took some blows.
Yo, but you got to think a 41-0 record. You're not gonna fight 40 of the best fighters.
I mean, no, he fought who was out there, but I'm just saying there wasn't people out there I think that he should have fought.
I mean, shit, you got Deontay Wilder. He 41-1. Who the fuck is he fighting nowadays? As a heavyweight champ.
I mean, he's fought everybody except for.
Hey, and then Lewis ain't want that Klitschko dude. He ain't want him again.
Nah, he
ain't want that fight again. He retired.
Tyson didn't either though. At that time, shit ain't nobody.
But Tyson wasn't even.
But Tyson wasn't. I mean, like I said, Tyson after jail, after he went to jail, it was a wrap. And then even before that, man, it was a wrap.
This is what I think about Tyson, man. To me, Tyson, people want to throw him in the conversation of greatest boxers.
I just say prime.
Yeah, he's one of the greatest.
I say he's one of the greatest knockout and entertainers in that sport.
Bro, he's one of the greatest.
He's one of the greatest, dude.
He has never to me been a boxer because he doesn't jab. He doesn't.
Shit,
dude, did you see? Have you seen the fight?
Listen, we got way off topic. We was talking about
NFL. We talking NFL.
But Mike Tyson, we'll have a different topic of conversation there.
We're gonna have a Tyson.
Mike Tyson.
Matter of fact, in a couple weeks, we're gonna have Damon Nesbitt come in, one of Laurel's champions, boxing guy. We'll talk a little bit more about that.
Okay, give it about. Okay, but
damn, we kind of went sideways, but hey, that's what we do, man. We go sideways.
Back to the running back. Sometimes I let this thing get off the rails.
So real quick, let us just give our top 5 of all time running backs. How about that?
I mean, it's a lot though, man.
And they have to be on this list.
I mean, looking at this.
Looking at this list, I'm gonna say my top 5. You go ahead and do yours first, man.
I mean, they do have a lot of guys from.
I already got mine. I don't have to look at the list. I know. I play running back in school. I'm a running back at heart. I know running back. So
give me
top 5 running backs of all time. Barry Sanders, number 1.
That's my goal.
Number 2, Walter Payton.
Yeah, I'm with you.
Number 3, we're gonna go Jim Brown just because of what he did at the era he did, whatever. Yeah. Number 4, we're gonna go Emmitt Smith because Emmitt Smith is he broke the records. He was consistent. He also ran behind one of the greatest lines, but I'm not taking that away from him. He's to me top 5 of all time. Number 5, I'm gonna have to say Eric Dickerson.
Yeah, actually, that's my 5, man.
Wow, so
that's actually my 5.
If you say Don Van Dutch,
No,
I mean,
but it's like,
listen,
I'm not going. I can't give the guy a
I'm just saying
recommendation because I never seen him play. But I'm just saying
I know.
for the area he played in, he must have been something.
Because Gail Sayers and OJ were amazing. Earl Campbell was amazing, but
I just think
Gail Sayers was amazing.
I just think they was trying to represent for different eras.
Yes,
somewhat.
And
so I don't think that's a.
But I know damn well they weren't putting these guys in.
No, it wasn't order. Okay, so I got Walter Payton. I had definitely Jim Brown. I got O.J. Simpson was amazing.
Yeah, you're right. You don't have to. OJ was probably better. OJ was better than Emmitt Smith. Not even a question.
Barry Sanders definitely. Gail Sayers definitely.
You said that already.
As far as Marcus Allen, he's more of like Eric Dickerson to me. I would take because that that type of slim,
great
type of
tall, slim, fast running back.
I give it to Eric Dickerson, but like I said, me to watch as far as a watching of just literally in motion. I always loved Earl Campbell myself because
he was an animal.
He was just a fucking train.
Fucking animal.
He was. I've seen games where the guy, people actually ripped the man's fucking jersey off.
It didn't matter what you.
And he completed a run with his shoulder pads.
They said that motherfucking thighs was the size of tree trunks.
So I give it to him.
Yeah.
Those are my. They got Thurman Thomas in here. They got
to me, he's top. Thurman Thomas is top 15.
They said, look, he concluded his career with 12,074 rushing yards and 16,532 all-purpose rushing yards. All-purpose yards.
Yeah, that's amazing.
Thomas. Hey, guys, put up a lot of great stats. We can go and do this forever, but it's Taco Tuesday. We like to keep it short and sweet. As you know, we can start a debate and our conversation about anything. Just to let you know, these might be somewhat heated exchanges, but these are all conversations. These are not arguments. These are fucking opinions.
Opinions.
And if you don't like that, then you can take your shit and fucking stuff
your opinion.
Stuff your opinion, because it's Taco fucking Tuesday.
Taco Tuesday.
Bring it back next Taco Tuesday, which will be after Thanksgiving. Hopefully everybody be nice and fat, and we got some
gobble.
We got some more news.
It's
gonna be some crazy.
Let's celebrate the white man killing Indians and.
Damn, Steph, you made it real dark.
Yeah, real dark.
I'm sorry for.
I don't celebrate Thanksgiving for that reason. I celebrate Thanksgiving because my family comes together and we give thanks to everything. But the fact that they killed all the Indians and after the Indians taught them how to hunt and survive and.
Well, it was actually a peaceful meeting that we celebrate, but
we'll talk about that on Thursday.
Thanksgiving Thursday.
Yeah, but check us out, man. Special Thanksgiving Thursday. We gonna bring it to y'all.
I'm gonna have some Indians come here and kill some children.
Step is always on wow. Thank you for Step is always on some wild shit, ladies and gentlemen. Thank you for tuning in to Taco fucking Tuesday.
Fuck your opinion.